Stop recording video. Two faces near top left. Speech off.
Hi guys, it's VI Life with Kelly, and this is a night in the life of a stripper, cooking edition. So if you want to see how I close out my nights after work, then keep watching. So I know you guys are used to me doing cook with me editions by now. This would be my first one for the year, for the top of the year. Today's February 1st when you're watching this. So technically it's like the night of January 31st, the last night of January going into February 1st or whatever. So it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, you guys. And basically what I'm going to be making, I'm making some steak tacos and I'm making some fish tacos, and I'm using the flour tortillas this time. Not because I chose to, but because my lovely assistant at the grocery store gave me flour tortillas instead of the white corn tortillas I prefer and that I asked for. But anyways guys, so that's what we're going to be doing. There'll be several parts to this video as usual because I don't want to have a super long video. So this is going to be me prepping and then talking to you guys about my night and showing you guys like what I do as far as getting my fish, you know, my protein ready. So yeah, let's get into it guys. What do I have on? So I've got my hair down, I've got these Key Australia sunglasses on, and I've got on my lovely house robe from Victoria's Secret. You guys seen this before in previous videos. Matter of fact, everything you've seen before. Of course, this is my hair, and I have on the Dior on my lip. It's the 711 Zodiac Addict. So let's talk about it. Okay, what I do with my protein is the fish that I'm using. This is wild caught Alaskan salmon. I typically don't use salmon for fish tacos, but I'm using it tonight and finishing up these last two fillets. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's in apple cider vinegar wash that I made, and I use Bragg's apple cider vinegar pretty much every single time. So it's been setting in there for maybe like 20 minutes or so. I either get the Tia Rosa or the Guillermo or the Banderia tortillas. Those are my favorite ones to pick up. I'm trying to figure out where did I put them on. Oh, here they are. So I just get the pack that has like 30 plus in it, and that's my go-to. Usually, sorry guys, their brand is like soy free, gluten free, and all that, lard free and everything like that. And then as you guys can see, I've been getting to the vinegar this week, and so I'm using that. Here in Atlanta, Monday nights are a big night here, especially with football. It's Magic City night. So if you guys were wondering, and Tuesdays is a big night too. Pretty much, you know, every day of the week could be a good night to go out if you're into the stripper life. And if you guys want me to do a video like what nights to go where if you're going to the strip club, then let me know and I'll do that next. Okay, I know you guys are pretty much shocked at this point, like, is she serious? How do you guys think I've been surviving for the last 2 years as a blind person in, you know, life? What do you guys think? Can you believe it? Could you see it? Can you see me in that capacity? Okay, I have 2 onions. Let me show you guys my steak. It's over here. You guys know the sink is always behind you. And actually the steak was frozen. I just hopped up. I thought I was gonna go to sleep, but I couldn't go to sleep. My dogs were making a lot of noise. So I have my steak strips. These are the Angus beef strips that I get from Target, and it's in an apple cider vinegar wash as well, and it's been sitting in there for about 20 minutes. Here's my bell peppers. I've got yellow, orange, red, and green. So I'm gonna cut those up for you guys, and I just rinse those with the a little soap and water. So those been straining in the colander. Okay, then I have my onions. I don't know if I'm gonna put fresh garlic in the taco mix. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But anyway, I have my mango peach salsa that does have jalapeno in here. And this is the Market Pantry, the Good and Gather brand, the Target brand. I do have my pineapple peach salsa that does have jalapeno as well. And I have my salsa verde salsa that I will be using tonight. I'm going to be making Zatarain Spanish rice, and I'm going to be using my Rotel diced tomato and green chilies. Hopefully you guys can look at the back. I'm going to be using that. I usually have the Rotel diced tomato with habanero pepper and the Rotel diced tomato Mexican style with cilantro and lime juice. I usually have all three of those, and then if I can find a can of habanero pepper and jalapeno peppers diced tomato, I will put that in there as well. But they were sold out, so I had to get what I could get, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So if you're cooking along with me, you definitely want to do that. So my oven is nice and hot. What I'm going to do now is rinse these fillets, and I'm going to use some olive oil. I'm not particular about what olive oil you use, just whatever you have is great. I'm going to use the olive oil to coat the bottom of this pan, and then I'm going to season with just a little garlic salt and black pepper. That's all that's about to happen, guys. It's about to be super quick. And then cover with foil and place in the oven to bake for the next half an hour or so. It'll bake for a good while. By the time I finish cutting up my vegetables and sauteing them, it'll be time. Let me see where my oil is. Oh, here it is. It'll be time to take it out and then bring it all together full circle. So I just added some olive oil. If you want a measurement, you only need like maybe 2 tablespoons. Okay, guys? You only need like 2 tablespoons. I don't know why every time, guys, I'll be thinking that my seasoning cabinet is closed and it'll just be wide open for you guys. So how's everything been going for the new year? I always smell all my seasonings. Every time I always smell them. So let me see. All I'm going to do now, let me show you guys what it looks like without me doing anything. So that's what it looks like. You can see the seasonings well spread over the fillets. And I like to season my fish, and I love using the apple cider vinegar wash because if there's anything on there, it'll come off, but it also prepares the protein to absorb the flavor that I want it to absorb. And then you guys know that I'm going to add a can of the diced tomato and green chili. So it's going to completely cover the fish and take on that flavor. Yummy in my tummy, guys. So I know you guys have a lot of questions. Rather than me sit up here and just randomly talk, I'd love for you guys to leave comments and ask all your questions, and then I'll make sure to answer them in the next video, in the Q&A video. Let me see, guys. Okay, so now I am literally just pouring the diced tomatoes and the green chilies. And you know you can always cut up your diced tomato fresh and your green chilies fresh. You could do green onion fresh, like whatever. Always rinse everything. So right now I'm just spreading the tomato over all the filet, and I was thinking about putting like a little bit of that salsa verde in here, but I don't think so, guys. I think I'm gonna leave it like that, and that's that. Let me put this spoon over here. I'm gonna find one more pan. So I was thinking about doing a money count with you guys because I see those are really popular on YouTube, but then I was like, no, I'm not trying to change my channel into like a stripper life, like a, you know, life of a stripper content video channel, and I'm not a typical stripper is the thing. Like, I'm a private dancer. So you're not gonna catch me on stage. You're not gonna catch me doing lap dances. That's not what I do. And let's see. Okay, guys. So I got that together. Okay. So now let's do our steak now. And then the next thing we'll do is start doing our vegetables, okay? So I'm just rinsing my, so now I'm just rinsing my steak. And it smells pretty good. One thing I don't like, especially because I don't eat meat often, is that a lot of things have like an egg smell. And that's one reason why I love to do my apple cider vinegar wash as well. Because I don't know if the packaging or the preservative or whatever that's used has egg in it. There's the steak strips for you guys to see. Or what, but I don't eat eggs and I don't like them. I never have liked eggs, guys. It's just been a thing I've made myself eat for protein, especially when I was vegetarian for like 15 years straight. I would make myself eat eggs maybe like twice a month. Just so I can make sure I have my protein. Okay, so what I want to do next, guys, I want to find a pan to put this steak in and get that going. Let me see something. Okay, let's get this one out though, because I do want to use this one. I'm going to use that one to do the vegetables. So, I know you guys are like shocked. Like, really? She's really talking about this to us like, who cares? It's not a big deal. Like, yada yada yee. You guys, I'm looking for my oh, you know what? I know we're there. I was looking for my lasagna pans and they're right here. That is fun. Okay, great. So here's my lasagna pan that I'm going to use really quickly. Okay. I know you guys are like, are you serious, Callie? Really? Really? Are you serious right now? Why else would I live in Atlanta, guys? Tell me, why would I be out here if I wasn't getting to that bag? You know? It has been very, very, very challenging over the years being visually impaired. I've gone through quite a few significant ups and downs. I've been taken advantage of quite a bit at several different employers. Let me see, guys. Like, and I've been a mom. I've had to hold my own. Regardless, you know, I've had to get these bills paid, and I mean, I can't be on the streets. Me and my child cannot be on the streets. So, you know, I had to put some of this talent to use, some of these good looks to use, and even though I would never ever imagine that I would be a stripper, it happened, guys. I mean, I never would imagine I would be a blind person, you know, and definitely not this long. But you gotta roll with it, baby. You have to roll with it. And unfortunately, or fortunately, because I've learned a lot. Let me give you guys all over these while we're cooking and making these steak tacos and fish tacos. Watching these other young ladies' videos and how they have evolved and showed themselves like 360 degrees. They talk to you about their goals, their priorities. They're unashamed. They have a lifestyle that they want to maintain. They don't want to be stressed out. They like looking good. They like traveling. They like eating good. And no job is going to give them the income they're looking for having. So they've decided, like, I'm going to do this for a length of time, and so I can build the capital. So all I'm doing is just massaging the steak into the seasoned olive oil. Okay, so I'm finished with that, guys. So now I'm going to open another of the can of diced tomatoes with the green chili. And on the steak, I'm actually going to add some of the salsa verde. I'm going to go on and add that one. So let's see what we have here. Okay, here's this can of Rotel. Let me see, guys. So, like, I have so much respect for them because they just make it, regardless of what anyone says, thinks, you know, blah, blah, blah. They have said, well, for what I got going on, you know, whatever it is, my education, lack thereof, what have you, you know, nobody's going to provide the life that I want and need but me. So I am doing what I have to do, or doing what I find valuable at this time, so that I can do, you know, elevate, you know what I'm saying? And so much respect to them. It's interesting too, like, I had a couple friends growing up that were strippers, and I just always thought, like, wow, you're up here getting nude, taking your clothes off, you know, for money, and that's about it. And I actually didn't know there were different types. So that has been eye-opening, learning like all the different types. Like you have some that the women don't get nude. You have some where it's like a peep show. Like I said, you have some that's private shows. You have some, you know, that they're gonna get down to like a bikini, you know, but that's about it. And so, I mean, and then you have others where it was like, wow. Then you have some that are like strictly for entertainment. So like, even though guys, this jar is so hard to open, I'm like, let me get my can opener. You guys, if y'all never knew, this little hook on the side of your can opener, it helps you open up these cans. I mean these jars. Let me make sure this one is good. So yeah, okay, I got it. Alright, let me see, guys. I've been having a rough week. Like I have not been able to get the rest that I wanted to get. My pet's been acting up, and it's like every time I'm getting ready to go to sleep, they're like, "Boom, we're up, and we want you to be up all night long." Whoa, guys! And this is definitely, wow, this is very watery. Hold on, let me clean that up. Let me see. I'm gonna actually use this towel and put this in the washing machine. So let's make sure we clean that up. I'm gonna mop it a little bit in a minute. Let's put this in here. Let me get the mop, guys. So, I thought this was going to be like a cute, fun video to do for the top of the month. Because I'm kidding, guys. I am kidding. You know good and dang on well. I am not a stripper. You guys. No, no, no. Oh my gosh. Okay, now let's get finished cooking. Comment down below if you knew. Like, yeah, right. If you was like, yeah, right. If this lady is really a stripper, let me know if you guys were like canceling me. Like, we're done with her. Okay, I used the entire jar. I didn't think I was gonna use the entire jar, but I did. I used the entire jar of the salsa verde. Good and gathered. So, and it's all over the steak. Okay, guys. Oh Lord. Gotta spice it up, guys. I gotta have fun with y'all. So, a little quick fun fact. Let me show y'all what this is looking like. Okay, boom. That's the steak. This is the Angus beef premium sirloin strips. I get these from Target. I believe that, and the salmon that I cook, that's cooking right now, I got that from Target too. And that's the sockeye salmon, the wild caught. Okay. So, let me see, guys. So, update on law school. I think that I'm going to take the LSAT, you guys. I do think I'm going to take it just because I like having options. Initially, I was getting my mind prepared to take it. Hold on, guys. I forgot what I did that fast. Oh, here it is. Okay. initially I was getting my mind prepared to take it. I was going on and prepping for the exam and all that. And you know, took a few of those exams and got really like, no way. This is a mess. I don't want to take this test. Got in my feelings, whatever you guys want to say. And I found a ton of schools, at least like 30 schools that do not require LSAT. And there is an LSAT score converter online, so you could put your GRE scores in there and it will give you your equivalent LSAT score, and that's what you would use to apply to the schools that do not require the LSAT. So if you guys been keeping up with me on that, then you know what's going on. So so I was thinking like, I'm not taking the LSAT. I'm gonna pick one of these schools on this list, and that's that. But I did actually have a desire to attend a historically black college or university for law school. So because I had that desire, all of the HBCUs require the LSAT, and I didn't want to count myself out because of that requirement, because I can do all things, right? So I was like, well, let me not, you know, just don't take this test just because I don't want to take this test, you know? So guys, the next date to take it is March 11th. So I'm planning to take the LSAT March 11th. If I don't take it March 11th, then I'll be taking it in April for sure, because a couple of the schools that I'm highly interested in, their deadline is June, and believe it or not, one of them is August 1st. So that's what's going on with that. I think another one of the schools' deadline was like maybe May something, May 31st or something like that. But pretty much, I have quite a bit of flexibility. Now the schools that don't require the GRE, some of those schools' deadlines was like April 1st, March 15th. I think one of them had a July 31st deadline. So that's why I was like, I don't have pressure as far as getting that done with the schools that don't require the GRE. I am gonna spend this week doing my application. So I will be doing a video talking about what I had to do, because most of your law school applications, you have to do it through your LSAC account, which is lawschooladmissionscouncil.org, LSAC, LSAC.org. And so, I just chopped that up chunky. You guys know I like my vegetables chunky by now. This is not our first dance, guys. You know, we've been making tacos together for months now. But this is my first time making steak tacos with you guys. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. But, so I will be doing a video later this week on what that all entailed, what that was like, what my GRE scores were, and what they converted to, and how easy, or you know, whatever the experience was of me using that converter online, and about how long it took me to get my entire application done. I don't imagine it's gonna take me long, because I have tons of resumes already, and because I do keep up with my resume quite a bit, I update it all the time, then you know, it's gonna be pretty quick, honestly. I have to do a personal statement Most of the schools are only requiring one letter of recommendation, and it's optional. You don't even have to include it unless you're you just recently graduated from college and you don't have work history, or it's very minimal. Then they want you to have academic letters, so from your professors. They want your letters to come from your professors. But so far that's all I'm seeing. I see a lot of things that they say, you don't have to include, but could influence, whether or not you get in. Like writing down your community service, scholarships, awards, achievements, outreach programs, if you're a part of any organizations, all that type of information like that. So I have a whole document with all that type of things on there for myself. So I just literally have to just attach a lot of things. And like I said, the only thing I'm going to have to actually do is convert my GRE scores. Of course, you have to order your transcripts, because they want transcripts from every last school you ever went to. It doesn't matter that they only consider the bachelor's GPA. They want every transcript of every school you ever went to. So we have that, and then what else? Oh, and then you have to write your personal statement. So pretty much, guys, that's going to be the longest thing that I have to do, and that's going to be fast because I write personal statements all the time. You'll be surprised how many situations you're going to be in life where you need to explain why you want to do something, how it's going to benefit your life, the community, so on and so forth, how you see this, because they want to really gauge your level of commitment and determination, as well as how you benefit the school. Are you going to be, a great achiever or person that they've allowed into their school, their program, their alumni, that they can, say like, wow, this graduate ended up, XYZ, you know what I'm saying? So all of that, makes a difference. They do want to know, are you going to keep their school looking great and attractive, and because of your, admission, possibly get other recruits, or, are you a gamble, So anyway, I have watched a lot of videos, guys. I've watched admissions. There's a lot of law school admission representatives that's going over people's applications online and telling you what they looked at and how long it pretty much takes them to look at your application. And some of them are whizzing through your application really fast because they're looking for certain key factors. And so if they see them off top, you're in. And the earlier you're turning your application in, the more money you're getting and the quicker the response you're getting. So guys, anyway, I think this video is long enough. I'm going to cut this off here, and then I'm going to come right back. And by that point, all the vegetables will be cut up. We'll be sauteing them in this pan. The protein will be cooked, so the fish and the steak will be done. And then what we'll be doing is grabbing an extra skillet so that we can half the vegetables in there. Really more than half, because there's more steak than there is fish. And then we'll add the protein, so we'll put steak in one, fish in the other. We'll saute them, finish it up with our pineapple peach salsa, mango peach salsas, and then get ready for the taste test, okay? So I'll see you guys in a second, okay? Bon appetit, guys. It's February.
Speech on. Stop. Stop recording video.